Yo, it's your boy, Mr. Meat. How we all doing? We're back on top of the table where we belong. 3-1 result. Result shows a lot more than the performance was there. Like, I know there's a flu bug going around the Liverpool squad, which is why Alisson didn't feature, Gomez didn't feature, and there was a fair few other people that didn't feature because of the flu bug as well. Um, Loads of reports saying that Darwin and Jota were also suffering. So maybe the sluggish performance from a lot of the players on the pitch reflected that blog, that blog, the flu bug. Um, so there is that. I mean, we had a record attendance. Liverpool, we got given approval for having seating in the new stand. So there was that. So obviously the record attendance, the players had to step up, and from a pit from looking at it as a game compared to the last weekend where we got demolished by Arsenal and didn't actually perform, it was an improvement. I still don't think we were at the levels that we set ourselves, and obviously the table in the left hasn't updated yet. So when that updates, we'll go back on top of the table, anyways. But yeah, from a level, we still weren't at the levels that we set ourselves, the high levels that we set ourselves, and maybe maybe eventually, maybe once the flu bug is sort of fucked off, we might get back to that level. But on a level that we were suffering from a flu bug, it was a good performance. I don't think it was. I said it from the start. I said it in my preview that it wasn't going to be an easy game. A lot of Liverpool fans on Twitter, I've seen it, that were calling this game as an easy win. Never going to be an easy win. And Burnley, to be fair to them, did perform very, very well. And they were very good value for their going into halftime at 1-1. And to be fair, like I said this as well. Trafford is going to be one of those keepers that makes it get. I didn't think he had the game that I thought he was going to have. He still made a very good couple of saves to keep the score very minimal. Obviously Jota's first goal. I'm trying to think about it now. It was a very very well worked goal. Obviously, the goal itself was a fairly simple goal, but the way we worked it was unreal. Um, I'm trying to think if it was a fucking good goal or not. Like it happened so long ago that, and so much else happened in that game that I can't really think of Jota's goal anymore. Um, but yeah, if you have missed any of my reactions to those four goals, I have reacted to all of them. They will be on my TikTok. So go follow me on TikTok if you haven't seen those reactions. I'm going to try keeping YouTube simply as pre match and post match analysis of the games. Um, so yeah, there's YouTube will be different content to TikTok. I'm going to try keeping those differentiated so people have different content on each platform. Before the Liverpool before the goal, we were finding it hard to break down Burnley, and I said that was going to happen. I felt like Burnley had a lot to play for in this game, and Burnley were going to come into this game thinking they could get a result. And like I said, their results haven't, like today as well. It's another one where they've lost, and the result makes it look like they got demolished, but they haven't been demolished. The performances were good from them, and they had loads of individual moments where they probably should have capitalized, and it would have been a harder game for Liverpool. Like their goal itself, like Darwin and Endo being marking O'Shea was a very, very much mismatch. Endo especially, right? But Darwin, I feel like could have done a lot better. He had a free header. Like Liverpool set piece defending seems to be a very much a problem for us, and hopefully it improves going into the next few games because Brentford and Luton are going to try capitalizing on that. They are very much a set piece built. They're very much built up for set pieces, a lot better than Liverpool are. So it might be a problem coming into that. But going into halftime at 1-1, I didn't think the performance was good enough from Liverpool, anyways. I think halftime at 1-1 was a fairly even. It was an even match. I think 1-1 going into halftime was fair. Burnley were very much good value for their goal, and they capitalised on a little mistake. Liverpool were very sluggish in that corner, and that sums up Liverpool in the whole game. I think Liverpool were very sluggish, but the fact that we came out second half, and I said this I wanted Harvey Elliott playing the start of the game anyways, and I think Harvey Elliott coming on second half, attacking wise, he was very good. Like he got two assists in the end of it, um, and that's what I thought. Like, it gives me flashbacks of that Crystal Palace game where he came on. I don't know if he started that game. I think he might have. But when he scored that last minute winner, it's games like this where Harvey Elliott I feel like can be a difference maker. And I was not sad. Like, I'm not gonna say sad. I think Curtis Jones was very good value. I think Trent was all over the place. Maybe he was another one that's affected by the food bug. But I think Trent was all over the place. I didn't expect him to come off for Curtis Jones, but Curtis Jones did a good job at right back. I don't think he was comfortable, but he's not been in that position for a long time anyway. So there's that. There's probably the first time I've seen Curtis Jones at right back. But he did the job. He did what was expected of him, and he did nothing fancy, nothing more than what was expected of him. But Harvey Elliott, I wanted him to play. This is why, because he's got 2 assists. He looked lively. Everything changed going forward. Everything seemed to be more like everything clicked a lot more up top, which is why I wanted him to be playing for us anyways. But it is what it is. I mean, it was maybe it was a plan for him to come on second half and change the whole game anyways. But it's why I wanted him on. Like he just looked so sharp, and that's our star boy Harvey Elliott. That's our star boy. But when we did go up 2-1, it was very good. It was the way we worked it. I thought Harvey Elliott did well. He could have taken a pop on a different day. I think Harvey Elliott does take a pop from that angle. But he crossed it in. Lucho Diaz, I don't think he knew much about it with the ball hitting his head going in, but it went in. That's all that matters. And Lucho made it 2-1. But 2-1 was pivotal because this is where Kelleher came into play. And it's been a long time since we've had a good backup keeper to our main keeper. And in previous years, like we've had such crap backup. And as much as I love Adrian as a backroom player in the team, he's terrible as a second choice keeper. Um, we've had like so many other terrible backup keepers. Like I could name a list, and it's just awful. But second choice keepers have never been a speciality for Liverpool. But having Kelleher as a second choice is unreal. And at 2-1, I remember Fofana going through, and Kelleher made a save. The rebound did go to Odeber, I believe. He just made a rash decision and slashed at it, and it went wide. Um, and then Fofana had another chance at 2-1. Kelleher, obviously, Fofana did get the better of everyone this time, and he did beat Kelleher, but he got it wide. I think Kelleher did really well to narrow that angle down, meaning Fofana had to go a lot wider for his shot to curl in, and he just couldn't do it. But Kelleher at 2-1 was game changing. He made the saves, he did everything right to keep the game at 2-1. And if Burnley scored at that moment, the game could have been completely different because maybe Liverpool don't go on to win that game. Maybe Burnley parked the bus at 2-2 because for them a draw was a lot better than Liverpool. Liverpool needed the win today to go back on top of the table. Um, and we in the end got the job done. Darwin did what Darwin does best and scored the harder chances. The header he did there to score from a Harvey Elliott cross it wasn't easy. It was a lot of skill on that. Um, and to be like, I've said this so much because he had a chance straight after, like not straight after, but at 90 minutes he was through, and he poked at it and he went straight at Trafford. And Jota had that chance as well, and Trafford made a good save. But the harder chances we seem to convert a lot more than the easier chances, which is, I mean, it's good to see at least we're converting chances. But we were very sluggish today. We didn't look the best on the pitch. But considering all things considered, to still be winning 3-1 is very much a dub in my books. Liverpool did bits on that. Um, so yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about. I think the game itself was very much the game I expected. I didn't think 3-1. I thought 2-0 would have been the result, so I got my prediction wrong. But in terms of the actual game, I got the game right. I knew Burnley were going to come and do what they would do best and try giving it a go. And a lot of their players look good. If Burnley do go down, I'm looking at that Odegaard as a player that could be snapped up by someone in the Premier League. He's got potential. Um, and in the 2 games against Liverpool, he's looked good. He's looked very good value. He's charged down the wing. Obviously, he's young. I think he's about what 19, 20. I think he's got a lot of potential. And obviously, that rash decision when it was 2-1 when he slashed at it. Maybe with a bit of work, he builds on from that and he turns into the player that I fully believe he will be a good player. But match ratings for me, Kelleher straight out 9 out of 10 did what he was meant to do. And when Liverpool were at 2-1, he had 2 big moments in the game and he lived up to both of them. He saved one and obviously he narrowed the angle down for the second one. Trent, I don't think he had a good game. I think he was very below average. I think he's given a 4 out of 10 from me. He got substituted at half time. I didn't think he was going to get substituted, but Klopp clearly seen something that was needed changing there. Kwanzaa, I'm giving him a 7. I don't think this was one of his best games. He got a yellow card very early in the game as well, which probably meant he couldn't do a lot of the stuff that he wanted to do. I don't think it was his best game. Having said that, I don't think he had a bad game. I think it was a good game from Kwanzaa. I just don't think it was his best. Virgil, I'll give a 7 to as well. I think he's made a better performance than last week against Arsenal. I think there's a lot of promise from him. I think he stepped up a lot more today. He had a few chances from the corners where he had headers just straight out Trafford. Robertson, I'll give him an 8. I think he did the basics today. I don't. I think he's still getting back to more full match fitness. I don't think we've seen the Robertson that we're very used to seeing just yet. But maybe in time that will come as well. So maybe we'll see a lot more of Robertson. Back when he's back to full fitness, I'll see a lot more of him. And obviously Simicast came on as well. So we've got two left backs again. Joe Gomez, I don't know what they're going to do with him anymore, because having two fully fit left backs means Joe Gomez. I don't see Klopp using him at left back anymore. Maybe he comes into centre back again. Endo, considering Endo's only just come back from the Asia Cup, he is probably at full match fitness level. But obviously, they threw him into the game, and I was a bit surprised on that. But this guy continues to do the dirty side of things so well. And like I said, same with Kwanzaa. I think because he got a yellow card fairly early in the first half, I think Endo's was just at half time. But considering he got a yellow card and he played the full 90, like the tackles that he makes and the grind that he puts into the game is unreal. For the fact that he was on a yellow card and still played the 90 and did what he was meant to do, no problems asked. He didn't give the referee a question for giving him a second yellow at all. Endo, I'm giving a straight 9. Curtis Jones, I'm giving a 9 as well. Like he was one of the names at the start of the season that I said maybe he's not cut enough for Liverpool, but he stepped up and he's been performing very well. And then obviously he had to go. He put a shift in our right back. So for a guy that I've never seen play a right back, he did the job well. He did the job. He did the job that was expected of him. So 9 out of 10 for that. Diaz and Jota, I'm giving 9s to as well. Obviously, they contributed for the goals, and they were two names that I was fairly sure were going to start anyways, regardless of the flu bug situation. So them two alone as well. Big dubs on that. And the obviously when Elliot came on, I seen a lot more of Darwin, Jota, and Diaz. So of Elliot, mate, just too much. Darwin, there's for a flop signing, like everyone keeps saying it, the flop Andy Carroll. He's continuing to score goals. Like obviously he could have scored a lot more, and he probably should have scored a lot more. But he's still contributing. He's still getting in behind defenses, causing problems here and there. And again, like for a flop signing, he's doing everything that for a flop signing people shouldn't be expecting him to do. For a flop signing, he should be flapping so much. And yes, I know there is so much more that he can add to his game, but for now, he's doing everything that he's in double figures for assists, double figures for goals. Like for what we paid for him, he's doing the job, and he's got help from other forwards that are doing the bits for him as well. So a lot of pressure isn't actually on him, which makes his game elevate that bit more in my honest books. But man of the match for me, Harvey Elliott changed the game when he came on. I wanted him to start the game, and I thought he would have started the game, but he didn't. And all things considered, Harvey Elliott is my man of the match. I'll be back next week for the preview against Brentford, I believe. It's going to be another hard game. It won't be an easy game. Like I said, live reactions for any game that I do will be on Twitch. So make sure you do follow me over on Twitch if you haven't already. Any reactions that I do, so the 4 goal reactions will be put onto TikTok straight away. You'll probably see them before you've seen this game, and this game reaction, anyways. Instagram and Twitter are there as well for my general spam and talk about games and random bullshit. But Discord as well. I have a Discord server. If you want to join the Discord server, feel free. You can see that on Twitch. I've put the link on Twitch. But anyways, it's been your boy, Mr. Meat. 3-1. We're back on top of the table where we fucking belong, and we're going to be there. We're going to be in that picture for this Jurgen Klopp farewell tour. Coming to a conclusion soon. Got about 10 games left. We're still in the quad. We've still got every cup available to win. So we're going to do this. And I'm going to be there. for everything. So yeah, hit your boy. Let me know if you agree with any of my thoughts on the game that I've given. Any of the thoughts that I've given on this game, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It helps your boy grow and it helps me continue to do this a lot more. But anyways, it's been your boy, Mr. Remy, and 3-1. Happy Saturday. We don't ruin our weekend just yet. Subscribe to your boy, follow me on Twitch and all that other business, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!